is holy. There has been an assault on the rights of drag performers in this country, and we must call out the hypocrisy and the injustice. Jesus called himself a mother hen longing to gather up her chicks. Gender is a construct, you see. And if Jesus can be a mother hen, then you can dress in drag. I've even heard it said that Jesus was, and humanity is, God in drag. So let me say this again for those of you.
Hey, shalom, shalom. Yabashim Yashai Barakakadash Barakatham. Call all Yabashim Yashai. Yabashim Yashai Barakakadash Barakatham. Once again, double honor to our apostles, who as our elders, which are of GMS. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth in sincerity. This is Rob Ahmad for the Nebraska camp. This is GMS, and he pushed to the mark. Yeah, I was, of course, based off of post-production, what I'm referencing off of. And we're going to start it out with a precept to cut this wickedness at the root, okay? We're going to start off with a precept to cut this wickedness at the root. So when you go to Deuteronomy 22:5, it says, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination," which is the thing that's most hateful, "unto the Lord, thy power." So it's abomination is the thing that the Lord hates, okay? So I don't care about you trying to Esau trying to create concepts. If you think about it, no, he clearly said, don't do this, okay? Don't do that. If a concept can override sin, then what is sin? Okay? And that's what Esau is trickery is about, is trying to get you to believe that you're doing the right thing. Because where there's no law, there's no sin, right? So if you don't think you're going off, why would you feel that you should repent? So we're going to get into this next precept real quick. We're going to go into Psalms chapter 50 and 16. All right. So you go into Psalms chapter 50 and 16. It says, "But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?" Because y'all wonder why we don't give why this truth ain't for everybody, why this truth ain't for Esau. This ain't a thing of being vindictive or getting our lick back or trying to create something out of anger. No, this is a judicial reason. And this is a one prime example as to why. When they get this Bible, they turn it into this. Okay? Ain't nobody trying to out this nigga, get this nigga off the planet. All right? The people that run this government via Esau is enabling people like this. This type of video will have millions and thousands of views on the internet. All right? Because Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, is as of the inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? Not just a couple people here. No, this country. Okay? It produces this. It legalizes this. It reinforces this. It put it in children's books. It put it in front of children. And put it in front of adults and make in workplaces and in extra bathrooms. So this is not just a little Tanner in a corner. And the whole of America doesn't represent that. No, the whole of Babylon, aka America, represents homosexual acts, unjust balances, all kind of hatred, thieving, lying, murdering. It represents all that because the people that's controlling it is doing it, and the general population love it so. Okay? A lot of people come over here, a lot of people, foreign people come over here just so they can be free from the laws that they had in their land, like the Arabs and all that. Come over here trying to be porn stars or CEOs or whatever they want to be that they couldn't be in their own world, okay? But Psalms 50 and 16 says, but unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth. Okay? And NLT gets in on this particular chapter and verse, and preceding the verses as well. It says, but the Most High says to the wicked, why bother reciting my decrees and pretending to obey my covenant? I'm going to continue. For you refuse my discipline and treat my words like trash. When you see thieves, you approve of them, and you spend your time with adulterers. Your mouth is filled with wickedness, and your tongue is full of lies. You know, this is what the NLT has said. So who is declaring those statutes? It's talking about Esau, man. Esau is declaring the statutes, sitting there in a church, in church attire, okay, with the homosexual version of the rainbow, which is wicked, because the Lord's word, y'all treat his word like trash, showing, because the Lord's rainbow supposed to mean the covenant in itself. All right? It's supposed to mean the law, statutes, and commandments that pretty much he won't flood the earth, you know, to get to the core of it. He said he won't flood the earth again, but that is a covenant that he made. The reason why he flooded the earth, because they were being wicked. So it's mighty ironic that you're wearing that same flag around your neck doing the exact opposite, or the exact thing that caused the flood in the first place. Okay? Which is just wickedness. All right? It says, seeing that thou hatest instruction and cast my words behind thee. Verse 17 in the KJV. When thou sawest a thief, thou considerest with him, and hast been partakers with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Yeah, it's speaking that drag is a concept, and the chickens and little hens and the Most High is a woman. Like the Lord considered Israel a comely and delicate woman. That don't mean we walk around in skirts, nigga. King David never did that. Okay? That don't mean you wear high heels. Okay? It's crazy how Esau want to be literal when the Lord speaks figurative, but when he speaks figurative, they want to get literal. So when he says all, that literally means everybody. You know what I'm saying? But when he says, you know, that he hates that homosexuality, if you lie with a man, you lie with mankind, is an abomination. You wear that which pertain to women. Now it's a concept. You see how the type of games they play? That is nothing but signs of deflection. Okay? Now, things that are figurative can be hard to get, but that's just for the prophets to get and tell you. But this is why Esau's, they aren't holy people, because this is when they try to be holy, this is what they come up with, man. All right? This will end up being your God. A murderous, thieving, homosexual liar, okay? Because that's Esau's father. His father is the devil. Well, he is the devil, and people who follow his suit as become his sons, you know. And that's what I'm referring to the scripture. You have your father the devil, and of his works you would do is a murderer and liar from the beginning, and bold not in the truth, you know. So if you follow him, you pretty much gonna be following suit to that, to be living in that lie, taking that covering that's not of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, taking the covering of the serpent, you know, listening to the fruit of the serpent. Okay, this is the exact type of scenario. All right, and women are going to be the first to rally up and support, because they're fickle and they're the weaker vessel. And then when the women come, they're going to bring their children there. Why did I say this? Look at what they do with the drags. Okay, bunch of women at feminism and all that. You know, a number of tricks of Esau to disrupt proper rotation to ultimately get his deal off. He don't want you to be a feminist so you can be free. He wants you to be a feminist so you can liberate yourself from the protection of a man, and then ultimately so they can steer you into buying all the dumb shit that they need you to buy and get all the kids to take everything that they need you to take. They want you to take them kids, take them immunizations, to believe in certain concepts. And who's the first to teach them? It's the women. They're nurturers. They're the ones that wean them from the breast. if they have that ability. But the point is, they're the ones that get a first crack at the children. So if you got them, you got the kids. You got the kids, you got the future. Okay? And then you get the men out of the house. There goes the leadership. Smite the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. So ultimately Esau has his agenda, and this is just blatant. It should be outrage in the Christian. It should be outrage from vocab. It should be outrage from any Christian leader. We shouldn't have to do no videos because y'all niggas should be on this. Because this is blatant disrespect to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or whoever you like to call it, your God. Because the true name is Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but I know niggas in the church like God and Jesus and all that. So in the name of them phony Christianity gods y'all call, go into uproar, because y'all use the same Bible. So the God you imagine in your mind, when you open up that book, blow the dust off and open up that book, you're going to see that nigga's clearly off. And he needs to be what? Canceled. But you won't do that, because let's end it with here. Let's end it with this last precept. So we're going to go, I believe it's Proverbs. Or it's like it's Isaiah. It says, Isaiah 5:20 says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Okay. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength that mingle strong drink. Salakia. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And what they're saying is like, hey, people, the consensus gentium, just because he presents himself as a kind person, Satan transformed himself to an angel of light. Everybody believes him to be kind, because nobody has no cognitive ability, because your ass is plugged with all these processed foods. You can't think straight. You know what I'm saying? You can't really process anything. You can't understand things because your pineal gland's calcified, and you're inebriated through whatever Xanax, Percocet, lean, opioid, or whatever you're on. Shrooms, all that crazy shit Jake be on, Esau be on, because they be on them drugs, man. Esau be on them drugs. It's just prescribed, okay? While Jake out here felling weed tests and shit, Esau out here on high potent heroin via Oxycontin and Percocets, and they got a prescription, because they have a fucking counselor, a therapist that prescribes them their anti-anxiety or depressant medicines, so they get to be high on a fucking job. Give a motherfucker what you call that shit that help you focus because you got ADHD. Nigga, you on coke on the job kicking ass. Jake get a little Drake and you on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the wickedness of Esau, man. That's the type of shit that, and you be like, well, he's high. Well, it's a prescription. You need to go get a prescription. Ain't no prescription. Because if I go to the doctor and I tell you, look, I'm stressed out from the job, nigga, that's your problem. They don't, it's this fucking circle that Esau set up. But our people love to follow him. They love to follow him. And you're following him because your ass is at the back of the line the whole fucking time. You never move to the front as a group unless it's to your demise via the pandemic. They put niggas to the front for that. All right? Hey, I'm doing everything for niggas first. Because they want to get rid of who? The niggas, man. All right? But that's a different subject for a different time. But overall, I just wanted to say that. Hopefully this was edifying. The point is pretty much this is proof that Esau shouldn't and heathens should not have the Bible in their hands. Okay? And when you go into Baruch chapter 4, we'll read that to solidify this statement. All right? So y'all don't get all butthurt. All right, and try to make shit up like we coming in a different angle. Baruch chapter 4, verse 3, it says, give not thine honor to another. All right. And when you go into Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 6, it'll let you know our honor is just the law, statutes, and commandments in the sight of the nations. Okay. It says, give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. Okay. So that's the first thing our people want to do. You don't want to. Esau does something wrong. You say, oh, let's worry about our own people. But then when it comes to salvation, oh, let's worry about the whole world. No, nigga, worry about your fucking self first. Okay? It's crazy. It's the same thing. That's Esau, man. That's a trace of Esau, trace of an Edomite, to deflect and redirect. You know? But yeah, I just wanted to share that, and hopefully this was edifying. You know, call all Yabashim Yashab, or Kakadash, Yabashim Yashab, Bashim Kakadash, Shalom.